Against the backdrop of the spectacular Rocky Mountains on the outskirts of Colorado Springs, home to some of our nation's best and brightest at the United States Air Force Academy. And when they're not learning to fly, they're getting ready for battles on the gridiron. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid. And on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Falcons in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Roberson. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do out once he has it.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. The Falcons with a second and short to keep this drive moving. On the move. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And And the Falcons are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hoffman. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Falcons can really attack on this second and short. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Harris. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Carson. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
Wants to fire on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Works the middle. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The RPO, it's complete. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Goes to the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy with that.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Williams looking for a man. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Oh, he wants it all. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Otten. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Williams will pass. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
Loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to buy time. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds and no gain on the play.
And the defense comes up with a good stop. And here's the thing, great job, great rush integrity, making sure they didn't let him scramble around, make a big play. Now down by 3, your decision, try to kick it or maybe force it and try to go for it.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses, wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Give to the fullback. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Gain of 1. 2nd down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And wings it incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Washington. The defense takes matters into its own hands. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
That makes the score Washington 7, Air Force 3.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. That's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Williams looking for a man. Buying some time. He breaks into the open. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
13-yard line. That's a 1st down for the offense.
We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Pulls and fires complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The running back has it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
And the Huskies have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
Set to kick this one away.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Falcons will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Here's the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They'll send the back in motion. Williams will pass, using his feet to buy time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
The Cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. He's going to run it. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
He wants to take the top off. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here we go. Williams looking for a man. With the catch, it's Coleman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds space on the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. They march 72 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Makes the catch. It's Roberson. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
And the Falcons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Williams will pass. Trying to set up the screen. There he goes. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Huskies want to move quickly. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Boston. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Husky.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Calls his own number. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
On the play. Second down coming up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Washington.
They're dealing with a second and long. The option look. Plows through the defense. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. And the Falcons will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Washington. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build up. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
By the receiver.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Toss sweep to the right. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They'll give it to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll move the tight end. Williams looking for a man. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Huskies! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Off-play action on first down. Fires left. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked. twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll try the run. He's in open space downfield. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Williams will pass. Just a little off. Incomplete. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And as I saw that screen start to develop, I thought, big play coming. I just didn't realize it would be for the defense.
Yeah, they got in there quick, and the quarterback's supposed to see that, right? He's supposed to let him come upfield, buy a little bit of time, but then he's got to get rid of it, get it to his playmaker. The offense did not do their end of the bargain. Quarterback got sacked.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The give to the fullback.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Falcons come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to the fullback. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the big fullback. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Making sure the fullback gets a touch there. Good pickup there, 5 or 6.
Yeah, and he's a north-south runner. You just give this guy a little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets upfield quickly, and that guy is hard to bring back.
Powers through the defender. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Falcons are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Roberson. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Fighting off the defender. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Harris. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting.
Touchdown Air Force! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Nice play there by the offense, with still a ton of ground to make up.
Yeah, this one's pretty much over, but listen, put that exclamation point on it. Finish the way you want to finish. Make sure your offense keeps that momentum going. It can build throughout the season.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
From the gun, give on the inside. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front seven even get a finger on that guy.
The Huskies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Turning it on!
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the snap, it's Coleman. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They got nothing and probably didn't like it on the last play. They'll have another chance on 3rd and goal from the 1. Pushes for the goal line. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
A couple things I loved about this defense. They didn't get deterred. They gave up some yards, got all the way down here near the goal line, but now bowing their necks up. Big stop on 3rd down, forcing a 4th down opportunity ahead.
And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Makes it past the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The fullback. This takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it, too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
Sticks it in his belly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting till the bitter end, as they will concede defeat. Not a lot of drama in this one, as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix on offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.